Now we'll see the comprehensive problem of the retirement topic. We'll see the comprehensive problem of retirement and death. So where we will prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and revised balance sheet, and also we do the valuation of goodwill as required. As per the requirement, we'll do the valuation of goodwill, accounting treatment of goodwill and other adjustments. So see the question. Ram, Shyam and Mohan were partners in a firm sharing profit in the ratio of Ram, Shyam and Mohan are partner. Ram, Shyam and Mohan are partners. Profit sharing ratio 3:2:1. I have written in short Ram, Shyam and Mohan 3:2:1. Here Shyam retired from the firm. Retired from the firm on 1st April 2018. Thereafter the balance sheet has given, and just below the balance sheet, information number 1, the treatment regarding the goodwill. First of all, the valuation of goodwill. Goodwill of the firm to be valued 2 times. Goodwill of the firm will be valued 2 times into average super profit. Average super profit. So 2 into, we'll find out the average super profit. You know the super profit is equal to actual profit minus normal profit. Yes, minus normal profit. So actual profit in the business is how much? Actual profit in the business is, we have to find out. So actual average profit, for that the information has given the profit of the last 3 years, profit of 2016, 2017, 2018. So profit of these years are, in 2016 profit is 6 lakhs, 2017 profit is 5 lakh 50 and 2018 profit is 5 lakh 75. So total profit in this 3 year is 17 lakh 25,000. If you divide by 3, you will get the average profit, actual average profit. You will get the actual average profit. So actual average profit is 5 lakh 75. So you write the 5 lakh 75 over here, actual average profit or minus normal profit given in the question is 5 lakhs in information number 1. So super profit is 75. When you multiply the super profit with 2, so goodwill is 1,50,000. Goodwill is how much? 1,50,000. This is the first calculation, we have done it. Thereafter the information number 2, 3, 4 and 5 are related to revaluation account. Information number 2, 3, 4 and 5 are related to revaluation account, and for that we will prepare the revaluation account. Revaluation revaluation account. We'll prepare the revaluation account. Okay. By using the information given in the additional information number 2, expense owing. Expense owing is called outstanding expenses, is also called expense owing. Brought down to 37,500. In balance sheet, expense owing is given 30. Expense owing is given in the balance sheet is 45. And it is brought down to 37,500. It means the liability is decreased by 7,500. So when the liability expense owing is decreased, it's an income, it's a gain for the business. So expense owing will write in the which side? Credit side. Expense owing 7,500. It's a gain. When the liability decrease, it's a gain because we will pay the less amount. Thereafter, point number 3, investment revalued 72. Investment is revalued at what? 72. In the balance sheet, investment is 80 and it is revalued at 72. It means it is decreased by 8,000. So when the investment decrease, we will write in the debit side, it's a loss for the business. Investment in the debit side, 8,000. Thereafter, and later on we'll see the RAM took over the investment at this value. We'll see it later on. Factory premises to be revalued 2,43,000. Factory premises is revalued at 2,43,000 and balance sheet factory premises is 2,25,000. So it is increased by 18,000. It is increased by 18,000. So factory premises is increased by 80,000. Factory premises is increased by 18,000. Yes. Next is loose tools at 36. Loose tool given in the balance sheet is 40 and it is 36 now. So it is decreased by 4,000. It is decreased by 4,000. So we'll write here loose tools decreased by 4,000. Loose tools is the assets, decreased by 4,000. Provision for doubtful debts to be increased by 19,500. When the provision for doubtful debts is a liability, it is increased, so it's a loss. When the liability increases, it's a loss. Provision for doubtful debts is increased by 19,500. Okay. So this much information is for revaluation account in this question. So this side is more, this is 25, this side is more. So we'll do the total of this side first. $31,500. Okay. Write the same over here, 31,500. Then it's a loss on revaluation. Where will transfer to old partners capital account. Old partner, you can say, yeah, all partners capital account. So partners are Ram, second partner Shyam, and third partner is your Mohan. So difference amount will be transferred the partner's capital account. So difference amount is, we'll find out the difference amount. I'll just extend this information, 31,500. So difference amount is 000 16,000. Okay, 6,000. 15, 6, 21, 2, 6,000. So this 6,000 will be transferred to all partners capital account in which ratio? In their profit sharing ratio. So profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. So this amount will be divided in the ratio of 3:2:1, 3,000, 2,000 and 1,000 respectively. 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. This is for the revaluation account. So here it is clear. Thereafter we will prepare partners capital account. we will prepare partners capital account. I am going to prepare the partners capital account over here, partners capital account. Okay, we will prepare the partners capital account. So there are the three partners. There are three partners, including the partner who has retired. Okay, this is for Ram, this is for Shyam, this column is for Mohan. Ram, Shyam and Mohan. You write the full name. I have written in short. First letter I have taken from their name, Ram, Shyam and Mohan. So first of all, do the posting from the liability side. In the liability side there is a capital balance. So first of all we transfer the capital balance brought down. Okay, this side is debit, you know it well, and this side is credit. Okay, so capital balance of them are 2 lakhs, partner R, another partner 1,50,000, and next partner have 1 lakh. So capital balance is 2 lakh, 1,50,000 and 1 lakh respectively. Thereafter there is a reserve fund. So we will transfer this reserve fund in their profit sharing ratio, that is 3:2:1. So reserve fund is 1,05,000. Reserve fund is 1,05,000. So and this will be distributed in the ratio of 3:2:1. So 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6. 3/6 means 1/2. So it is 52,500. Second partner 35,000. And third partner will get 17,500. 3:2:6. This amount will be divided 3/6, 2/6 and 1/6 respectively. So this figure will come 52,500, 35,000 and 17,500. Thereafter you see in the balance sheet workmen compensation reserve. This amount will also be transferred to the partners capital account in their old ratio. So workmen compensation reserve is how much? 48,000. This amount will also be transferred in this ratio. So 24,000, 3/6, 24,000. Yes, workman compensation is how much? 48. Sorry, one information is given regarding the workman compensation. One information is given in the question, point number 6. You see the point number 6, claim on account of workman compensation is 18 and in the balance sheet it is given 48. So we have discussed this entry, workman compensation reserve will be debited by 48 and claim for workman compensation is claim for workman compensation, yeah, provision for claim of workman compensation is how much? Provision for claim for workman compensation is 18. So rest amount will be transferred to the partners capital account R, S and M. The rest amount is how much? 48 minus 18. Rest amount is 30,000. So this 30,000 will be divided in the ratio of which ratio? 3:2:1. So 15,000, 10,000 and 5,000. So here we will transfer 15, 10 and 5. Okay, 15, 10 and 5. Thereafter we will do the treatment of, we will transfer this loss in the debit side to revaluation. We will transfer this loss in the partners capital account 3,000, 2,000 and 1,000 respectively. Okay. Thereafter do the treatment of goodwill. Goodwill we have valued, how much goodwill we have valued? 1,50,000. So out of this 1,50,000, goodwill is valued 1,50,000. We have calculated this figure through the working. So retiring partner share is Sam is the retiring partner. Sam's share of goodwill will be 1,50,000 into Ram's share is how much? Shyam's share is 2 by 6. 2 by 6 is the Shyam share, means 1 by 3, means 50,000 is the share of Shyam. Okay, so this amount will be transferred. Shyam's capital account will be debit, Shyam's capital account will be credited, Shyam's capital account, and continuing partner Ram's capital account, and continuing partner is Mohan. Mohan's capital account will be debited in their which ratio? Gaining ratio. So this 50,000 will be transferred to their capital account in their gaining ratio. In future, the continuing partner has not changed their profit sharing ratio. So their profit sharing ratio will be as it is, 3:1. So if the profit sharing ratio is not changed, it means gaining is also in the ratio of 3:1. So in 50,000 will be transferred in the 3:1, 37,500 and 12,500. So this amount will be posted in the credit side of Shyam's capital. We will write Ram's capital account, Ram's capital and Shyam's capital. Okay, in the column of Shyam we will write it 37,500 and 12,500. This side we will write it to Shyam's capital. It's a contra entry. Shyam's capital, it's a contra entry. This one. In the column of Ram we will write 37,500 and in the column of Shyam we will write 12,500. This entry is called the contra entry. Credit side of Shyam's capital and Ram and Mohan's capital account debit side we will write to Shyam's capital. Okay. In information number 3, investment is taken over by Ram. So when the Ram take over the investment, when the Ram took the investment, then the entry will be Ram's capital account debit to investment account. Ram took the investment. So Ram took the investment at this figure, means 72,000. At this figure 72,000. So this will be posted in the debit side. In the Ram's capital we will write to investment. As the Ram is taken over the investment at 72, we will write 72,000 over here. Okay, 72,000. Thereafter you see the point number 7, Shyam to be paid 50,000 in cash. Shyam to be paid 50,000 in cash. Okay. And balance due to him will be treated as a loan. Shyam's loan account. Shyam's loan account. This amount will be transferred to Shyam's loan account. Balance will be transferred to his loan account. Okay. Shyam's loan account. So we will find out which side total is more and which side total is less. We will find out the balancing figure. This side Ram's total is higher in the credit side, 2,67,500. 2,67,500. Shyam's total is 2,45,000. 2,40,000 and Mohan's capital is 1,22,500. So 1,22,500, 2,45,000 and 2,67,500. Now we will try to find out the balance carried down, capital balance of the continuing partner Ram and Mohan. We will find out the capital balance. This total minus the total of this amount, we will write it over here. So the balancing figure is 1,55,000. 1,55,000 and here the difference amount will be transferred to the loan account. So we will deduct the 52 from 2,45,000. We will deduct the 52 from 2,45,000. Then the amount is 1,93,000. 1,93,000 will be transferred to loan account. And the balance of this account will be this account 1,09,000. 1,22,500 minus 13,500. So this will be the balance. Now we will prepare the balance sheet. Thereafter we will prepare the balance sheet. We will prepare the balance sheet. Okay. Come to the balance sheet. Balance sheet as at On which date we will prepare? The date of admission was 1st April. So on 1st April 2018. In this date I am going to prepare the balance sheet, or we are going to prepare the balance sheet on this date. It's very clear, this side is your liability, this side is your assets, this column is for amount, this column is for amount, yes, this is for particular, you know it, this is for particulars, this is for amount in rupees. What we write over here? Amount in rupees. Here also we write the amount in rupees. Okay. Now come to the first of all this balance capital account balance. Ram and Mohan. Ram's capital is 1,55,000 and Mohan capital is 1,09,000. So total is 0,00462, 2,64,000, and thereafter we'll transfer Shyam's loan account. Shyam's loan account, that is 1,93,000 is the Shyam's loan account. Okay. Now come from the liability side, trade creditors. Trade creditors. Is there any change in the trade creditors? There is no change in the trade creditors. So trade creditors will be as it is as before, 30,000. Thereafter bills payable, there is no change in the bills payable. So this account will be as it is as before, 27,000. Thereafter expense owing, that is also called outstanding expenses. So expense owing, there is a change in expense owing. So it is brought down to 37,500, decreased by this amount. So we'll deduct 7,500 from 45,000. Reserve fund already we have transferred this side. Workman compensation reserve is closed, but the one account has come, that is your provision for or claim for workman compensation. Claim for workman compensation, or we can write it provision for claim for workman compensation. That we have decided that provision for workman compensation is 18,000. We have decided it. Point number 6. Okay. Asset side, come to the cash in hand. Cash in hand, there will be change in cash in hand. Cash earlier in the balance sheet was 90,000 cash, and we have paid cash 50,000 over here. Now cash balance will be reduced and it will be now 40. New balance of cash will be this. Then debtors is 1,60,000, and the provision for doubtful bad and doubtful debts is increased by 19,500. So less provision. Earlier provision was 10,000 and it is increased by 19,500. So total provision is 29,500. So we'll deduct it. So 0,05031, 1,30,500. Thereafter you see the stock in the balance sheet is 1,20,000, and stock information of stock is given, no information of stock, so 1,20,000 as it is, no change. Now next is your factory premises. Factory premises, point number 4, it has given revalued at 2,43,000. It is okay, 2,43,000. Thereafter investment we have discussed, the investment is taken over by Ram, so no investment will come over here. Loose tools, about the loose tools valued at 36. Loose tools is valued at 36. Okay. So now we do the total of both sides. This side total is 5,69,900. 69,500. This side total is 5,69,500. So the question is completed. So partners capital account clear, balance brought down, opening balance, reserve fund is transferred in the ratio of 3:2:1, workman compensation reserve, the rest amount apart from the claim amount, the balance amount will be transferred. Then this is a treatment of goodwill, contra entry will pass, this is for loss, the investment is taken over by Ram, this is the payment to the retiring partner and rest amount is transferred to his loan account, and this is the capital balance. This side total minus this side total, this is the difference amount. This is what? This is difference amount. Okay, this is difference amount. You may do the total over here and then find out the 2,67,500, and this minus you can do it over here as well. Okay, you can minus it from this, you will get this figure. Same way you can do it, 13,500 minus 1,22,500, this balance. This balance is reflecting over here as a capital. Shyam's loan account, this amount. Trade creditors, bills payable, expense showing, workman compensation claim, which is the provision, new provision is done, claim for workman compensation. Okay, 18. And cash will be changed 90 minus 50 because we have paid 50,000 to the retiring partners. Debtors, the provision will be changed 10,000, the previous provision, and provision is increased by 19,500. So total provision is 29,500. Stock, this. So it is okay. So in this question, what we have seen, we have valued the goodwill first. We have done the valuation of goodwill. Thereafter we have done the accounting treatment of goodwill. Thereafter we have done the one entry related to this investment when the investment is taken over by Ram. So Ram's capital account debit to investment. This is the entry for the goodwill. Ram's capital account debit, Shyam's capital account debit to Ram's capital account debit, Shyam's capital account debit to retiring partner is, who is the retiring partner? Who is the retiring partner? Retiring partner is Shyam. Shyam is the retiring partner. Ram's and Mohan, not it is Shyam, it is Mohan. Mohan's capital. It's Mohan's capital. It's Ram's capital and Mohan's capital. Here I have transferred Ram in Mohan. The entry is Ram's capital account debit, Mohan's capital account debit to Shyam's capital. Retiring partner is Shyam's capital. So entry is 37,500, 12,500, and it is 50,000. Okay, 50,000. This is Shyam's share of goodwill. Total goodwill was valued 1,50,000 and Shyam's share of goodwill is 2/6, 1/3. So it is 50,000. Shyam's share of goodwill is 50. Then this will be transferred to continuing partner in their which ratio? Gaining ratio. As the future ratio in between the continuing partner is not changed, so the old ratio between the continuing partner will be the new ratio as well as the gaining ratio. No need to calculate the gaining ratio separately. Okay, because we have discussed that the partner Ram, Shyam and Mohan, the profit sharing ratio is this, and the Shyam retired. So if there is no information is there, it means Ram and Shyam is now sharing the profit in this ratio. So his share, Shyam's share is taken over by both the partner in this ratio. So that is the gaining ratio is also 3:1. 3:1 will be the gaining ratio. Okay. And the balance will transfer after payment of 50. The balance will be transferred to loan account, and this Shyam's loan account will be reflected over here. This Shyam's loan account will be reflected over here. Shyam's loan account 1,93,000, and 50,000 what we have paid. This will be reduced from our cash balance. Okay.